What's up guys, Meep Gaming here, back in Tier Maker, and today we're going to be making a BTD 6 tier list, I know, another one, over how cool stuff looks. Now, I was just scrolling through, Tier Maker, YouTube, all these random, places I check for inspiration, and I saw this tier list, and, it seems pretty unique, actually. It seems like a unique idea. I did something sort of similar to this, with my hero skins like ranking, but this is gonna be a bit different. I don't know if we'll include the heroes. I don't know. We'll roll with it and see how it goes. Okay, to start it off, looks like we're not gonna be going in any specific order, but first up we have the biggest one. Oh yeah, first I should probably go over the categories. First up we have godlike, pretty self-explanatory, epic, above average, okay, not good, and Ninja Kiwi didn't spend any time on this and just rushed the design out to save time and money. I'm not going to be as harsh in this one as I normally do, mainly because I feel like visuals is something that's kind of very opinionalized, if that's even a word. So yeah. Okay, anti-balloon. I don't know about you guys, but I really like this one. I think we're gonna start this one off with, we'll do an epic. It's got its nice little blasters, its ability, I really like the animation, and it's just a pretty good design. I think it has lots of detail. Next up we have the biggest one. I don't like the look of mortars in general, but this one does look pretty nice, so I'll put it in above average. Next up we have the Apache. Ooh. I feel like the Apache's movements are a little awkward, but I'm gonna put it also in above average. Probably a little bit better. It's nice. I like its lasers, the Apache Prime. Oh yeah, by the way, this is only tier 5 towers, because doing every tier of every tower in the game is not going to end well. Next up we have the Archmage. This guy is gonna be our first godlike. I really like the way this guy looks, and taking his projectiles into consideration, this guy is just a beast. Ooh, another good one, Avatar of Wrath. This is probably one of the best in the game, if not the best. It is model. In-game, he doesn't look as good as you think he would, but I personally really like him. Next up we have the monk, what is this called again? Banana Central. I don't like this one that much. I'm putting it in not good. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It's like a glass dome. It's like a gumball machine of bananas. We're not going to be doing Ben. Balloon Crush, it just looks like a normal cannon. Balloon Master Alchemist, I actually really like this one, and the gold goes really well with like the colorful jewels in his head, so he's an epic. Next up we have, another mortar. This one, it looks really bad in-game. The fire is pretty cool, but I don't know, just the shape of the mortar seems so unnatural to me. It's like fat on the bottom and skinny at the top, so it's like, I don't know, it just looks really weird, like it shouldn't be shooting out stuff, like, I don't know. Next up we have the Bomb Blitz. Yeah, it's just a cannon. Not much to say. This is pretty epic. I'll actually move this up to godlike. I really like the way, actually nah. I'm gonna reserve this category for the highest of tiers. Glaive Lord, that's above average. It's got a cool design, but it doesn't have very much in detail going for it, other than the glaives, of course. Oh man, spike factors just don't look cool. I think this one's a little better than most spike factors, so I'm gonna put it at okay. And I don't really like spike factors in general, just the way. I think they could have been better. Like it could have been something spewing out like single spikes instead of just like a fixed pile of spikes in the air. Next up we have, I believe this is the carrier Flagship. This actually looks pretty cool. When it's on the water and it has stuff placed on top of it, I think for the gameplay mechanics it has implemented into its visual design. That's actually really cool. Next up we also have the Comanche. Comanche, I believe, I like it better than Apache actually. I think this is a really nice looking tower. It's subtle, but it's got its camo, it's got its detail, and the way it attacks and moves is very fluent, especially when you're doing follow mouse. Next up, we have the Elite Defender. This one's okay. It's just a stereotypical sniper. This one too. Actually, this one's a little bit better. I will raise this one up one. Crossbow Master, I'd still put it in above average. I mean, most of the towers in the game look really nice. You could tell Ninja Kiwi spent a lot of time, but yeah. Moving on, we have the Energizer sub. This one's okay. It just looks like a general sub with like green toxicity around it. Spectre, I actually don't like the design for the Spectre. It feels really unnatural. This is the Flying Fortress even too. Like this one, it's a big plane. I know the meme's pretty nice, but nah, it's not that good of a tower. Gluestorm, I actually like the design. This reminds me of, I think it was Spider-Man 3, where the guy in the octopus, like Mr. Octo, I don't know what his name was, but he had like these octopus legs that he used to climb up buildings. So just for that, I'm putting it at above average. Grandmaster Ninja, I like too. It's very simple, subtle, clean, and it's a pretty nice tower. Same thing with the Grand Saboteur, but I think he has a little less going for him. Um, wow, we're going fast with these. Oh, okay. This is the first one where I'm kind of gonna put it on this one. My reason is because it looks exactly like the tower before it did, except with just a few changed colors and it's bigger. It looks unnatural for a building. I don't know if it's just me, but like the Pentagon shaped building. I don't know. Maybe it's based off the US Pentagon. I don't know. But yeah, I know this is probably gonna upset a ton of people, but yeah, no. That could have been done way better. Next up, ooh, I love this tower so much. Icicle Impale, it looks magnificent, especially when it's shooting. It's beautiful. Inferno Ring, I actually don't like Inferno Ring. Yeah, plain and simple. The Knight. The Knight's pretty much just like the Ninja I would compare it to. It's very subtle, except in its attack, and yeah, it's just a pretty epic tower. Master Bomber, it seems a bit over the top to me. It's too much like a samurai and not enough like a monkey. This sniper, generic sniper. This cannon, terrible. Ninja Kiwi, actually, you know what, no. Ninja Kiwi, they literally just copied the tier 3 Moab Mauler, put a new skin on it, like a new skin on it, but the same model for tier 4 and tier 5, and no. They're like, this is just, no, just, oh. Next up we have Moab Domination. I mean, I can tell Ninja Kiwi spent their time on this, but what even is this supposed to mean? Like, is this supposed to be a tribals person? Because this doesn't look anything like... I honestly don't know. Moving on, we have Monkeyopolis. You know, it's just a standard building. I don't really think I can judge a standard building other than this one. And it does look better than the Banana Central. This Monkey Wall Street actually looks pretty sweet, so we'll bump that one up. This looks terrible. I'm sorry, it just looks bad. I mean, it's just a bunch of monkey villages with a monkey primary training. Like, I feel like in terms of the villages, MK didn't really worry about it that much. What's the other village we have list? Primary Expertise. This one I also don't like, but I can appreciate it, so I'll put it at not good. But yeah, just villages in general. I feel like they could have been so much cooler. Permanent Charge. It just looks too generic to me. Permabrew. I'll put it in above average, just because this model, like its profile model, looks pretty good. In game, it looks kind of lazy, but it'll stay there. Permanent Spike is not good. The only reason I'm probably not putting it in bottom tier is because I just like the permanent spikes. That's probably why I'm a little biased towards it. But yeah, it's a pretty ugly tower. It looks a bit cooler if you go 205 on it instead of 025. But of course you sacrifice some capabilities when you do that. Next up is the Pirate Lord. This is gonna go all the way straight to the top. I really like the design. It reminds me of the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob for some reason. It just does, don't ask me why. And I think it's pretty cool. Super Monkey Fan Club, if you've been a part of the channel, you know I don't like this tower, but you know, it doesn't look that bad. I'll put it at above average, especially the plasma is actually a different animation than the actual plasma Super Monkey, so I actually really like that. Next up we have, this is poppin', alright? I don't necessarily like mortars like I said, but I'll keep it at okay. Preemptive strike looks too much like a boat. I mean, I guess that might kind of be the idea, but I just can't get over the fact that it looks like a boat, so yeah. Sky Shredder. Now, I would think this looks good, but the darts just cover way too much of the screen. And I feel like it's kind of hard to make this tower look good because I guess I'll put it at okay. Because, if you wanted to make the darts look cool, it would cover too much of the screen. Because it already covers a ton anyway, so it's kind of a dilemma. We have next up, what is this called? Why am I blanking on towers so much? The Necromancer, yeah. Spirit of Prince of Darkness, what am I doing? This is pretty epic. It's not quite godlike, and I don't know, should the Archmage be up here? I'm gonna keep it. I really like the white. But yeah, Prince of Darkness, it's okay. The zombie balloons look pretty cool. The only complaint I have is that I have a hard time differentiating, finding the differences between a Moab and a BFB. I don't know if that's just me, but I wish the model was a bit different. Next up, oh, this is another good one. Druids are really sick, and yeah, this is another top tier one. I love the ones that have great color themes, like these three, Druid, and Ice Monkey. Special Poperations, no, I don't like that. The Marine could have been so much better. The Chinook helicopter, it looks kind of realistic to what you'd expect an actual Chinook to be, but the Marine just could have been better. Sub-Commander I actually quite like. Not much to say, you know, it actually looks like a submarine more than this one. No, this Spike Factory. I will keep it up just because it gives the mines it lays down, you could clearly tell that they're dangerous and you don't want to mess with them. This is, oh yeah, this Ice Monkey, Top Path Ice Monkey. You know, I don't actually use it that much in game. I can't remember the last time I've used it. But, you know, I fairly like the model from what I can tell, so I'm going to leave it in Epic. Ice Monkeys in general just look really nice. Next up is Super Glue. I feel like they could have done so much more. This looks too similar to the Tier 4 and Tier 3 Glue Gunners and Mid-Path. So that's why I'm going to leave it at okay. Don't know if that's just me. This is the Super Maelstrom. Super Maelstrom, I actually don't like it. When it shoots blades, it's pretty cool. But the actual design, it just looks really awkward. Next up, we have another Druid. I think I might lower this Druid 1. Just because, actually, no. The tornadoes it fires out, completely forgot. They're one of my favorite animations in the game. It's kind of accurate to real tornado. If you guys have ever seen a tornado, they do have that, like, cloud of dirt and dust spewing at the bottom. And I actually really like that. Glue Gunner, okay, not much to say. Average Glue Gunner. Taxone actually looks pretty decent as far as attack shooter is concerned, and I'll give it props for that. Total Transformation, I'll put right up there with the Taxone. Not much to say about it. I mean, it looks cool, but yeah, a little too basic. Trade Empire. I think Trade Empire looks really awkward, and I can tell Ninja Kiwi, I can tell what they were going for, but yeah, it just didn't work out for me. Czar Bomba. I'll put this at okay. It's like a generic plane. Oh, True Sun God. This is pretty epic. The model on the True Sun God is really good. You can tell they spent a lot of attention to detail there. Ultra Juggernaut. I actually don't like this. It looks too awkward to me, but I'll put it at okay because I can see the perspective of someone who'd enjoy. But finally, this is probably the coolest tower. Actually, no, I really like this druid, but yeah, this is a godlike tower. I think most people will agree with me here. This tower is absolutely insane in the way it looks, and yeah, it's just cool. You can really see like the elemental themed towers kind of have a higher spot than the generic ones, and I think that's probably just my taste and preference. And you know what, we'll do a couple of these heroes. I don't think Adora or Pat is in here. And also another thing to note is that the Engineer Monkey is also not in here. This is a pretty old tier list, so yeah. Ben, generic. I'll go through these pretty fast. Generic, 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 slightly decent, generic, and generic. There, see? That's the reason I don't do hero rankings. Yeah, they all look generic to me. But yeah, that is going to wrap up my tier list. I think I forgot to mention this, but this is my opinion, so please don't bully me. Yes. Nah, you guys are nice. And yeah, if you did make it this far into the video, thank you. I appreciate that. And if you'd like to support the channel or just support me in general, feel free to subscribe, comment, or leave a like. It really helps me out. It takes 5 seconds of your day. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. And have a good rest of your day. Peace out.